She arrived 7 years ago. He had a plan. She became something else. Not wrong, not broken, just different enough that the original vision stopped fitting. He thought he was building something. Turns out, she was dismantling him the whole time. 7 years in, he looks at her across the table. She is laughing at something he does not understand yet, and he sees it. The whole thing was backwards from the start. The plan was simple. Be present, be patient, teach her the right things, model the behavior, set the boundaries, do the work. He read the books, he made the rules, he thought about who she would become if he did it right. And she grew, she walked, she talked, she learned. She did all the things children do. He told himself it was working. But somewhere around year 5, maybe 6, he started noticing the gap between who he thought she was becoming and who she actually was. She had opinions he did not plant. She reacted to things in ways he did not teach. She laughed at jokes that made no sense to him. He kept adjusting, thinking maybe he missed something, maybe the plan needed tweaking. Then year 7 hit. She looks up at him one morning. She is holding a book he has never seen. She is talking about a thought she built on her own, and he realizes he has no idea where it came from. Not because he was not paying attention, because she was not waiting for his permission to become herself. That is when it lands. He was not raising her, not really. She was raising him. Teaching him to stop directing. Teaching him to stop imagining a version that did not exist. Teaching him that the person standing in front of him was never his to design. She was always hers. We say we are raising children like we are in charge of the outcome. Like we lay the foundation and they build on top of it. Like we are the architects and they are the structure. But children do not arrive as blank pages. They show up as themselves, stubborn, specific, fully formed in ways we cannot see until they are ready to show us. And the real work is not molding them. It is recognizing them. It is stepping back. It is admitting we were preparing for someone we imagined, not someone real. The shift is slow and it is humbling, because it means admitting we were wrong about who had the power. We thought we were shaping them. We were learning how to stop blocking them. We thought we were installing the light. We were learning how to stop standing in the way of it. Most of us spend years doing this, holding the hammer, measuring the walls, thinking the child will fit the blueprint if we just get it right. And then one day they look at us and we see it. They were never waiting for us to finish. They were waiting for us to notice they were already whole. There is something about year 7 that keeps sitting with me. Not because it is magic, because it is long enough to realize you were doing it wrong. 7 years of thinking you are in control. 7 years of believing the relationship runs one direction, down, from you to them. And then the mirror flips. You see that every moment you thought you were teaching, you were also being taught. Every boundary you set, they were testing the edges of who you really are. Every time you said no, they were asking if you meant it or if you were just scared. Children do not let us hide, not for long. They show up as themselves, and they force us to show up as ourselves too. Not the version we perform for work, not the version we pretend to be at dinner parties, the actual version, the one that gets tired, the one that does not know the answer, the one that is still figuring it out. That is what she did for him. She did not wait for him to have it together. She just kept being herself, fully, unapologetically, and it cracked him open. 7 years to stop directing and start witnessing. 7 years to realize the light was never his to install. It was always hers. He was just learning how to stop blocking it. This is not just about children. This is about anyone we think we are supposed to shape. Partners, friends, people we love who are not turning out the way we pictured. We hold the image of who they could be if they just listened, if they just tried harder, if they just became the version we need them to be. And we miss them, the real them, the ones standing right in front of us. We do this because we think love means improvement. We think caring means fixing. We think if we can just get them to see what we see, they will change into someone easier to love. But love is not about easier, it is about actual. The person who is here, not the person we wish was here. We spend years trying to close that gap, trying to make the real person match the imagined one, and the gap does not close. It just gets louder. Until we stop, until we let go of the plan, until we ask a different question. Not how do we change them, but how do we see them? That father spent 7 years trying to raise a daughter, and she spent 7 years trying to show him she was already raised, already whole, already becoming exactly who she needed to be. He just had to get out of the way. So here's what sits. Who in your life are you still trying to shape into the version you planned? Not the version that is mean or harmful, just the version that does not match the picture you built in your head. Your child, your partner, your friend, maybe even yourself. What would change if you let them be the version they already are? Not gave up on them, not stopped caring, but stopped blocking the light they are already trying to show you. What if the plan was never about you getting them ready? What if they were here to get you ready? The Flawed Seeker, new reflection every day. We are all figuring it out. Some of us are just honest about it. theflawedseeker.com